Welcome to Mind Over Legal Matter, where we approach Florida Bar essays one mindful step at a time. In today's video, I'm going to discuss some common reasons why students fail the exam overall. There are 3 common reasons, in my opinion, why students fail the exam repeatedly. And the number one reason why I often see students fail the exam on their first try is that the student had serious mindset blocks. This is a biggie. I meet so many students who come to me looking for help, and their story is often the same. I did everything I was told to do. I went to every law school practice exam, law school boot camp. I watched every video in the commercial course, and I did all the work. Many times I will ask them, did it feel like you were just going through the motions and checking things off the list, but not really understanding anything or not really comprehending the foundational rules? And more often than not, the answer is yes, that's exactly how I felt. So we dig a little deeper in our conversation, and ultimately the truth comes out. The student doesn't feel like they're capable of passing the exam, or perhaps they feel overwhelmed and scared that they're not doing all the quote unquote right things. Other feelings could include being scared of the unknown and what the actual exam day will look like, or just not knowing what subjects will be tested on that day, and therefore scared in general of failing, and perhaps also feeling panicked and anxious overall about the exam. And guess what? Those feelings don't just go away. They're always there. And when you're studying, when you're memorizing, when you're doing questions, when you're writing essays, and the way I see it is that they get so tired of hiding during your bar studies that they're really loud on the day of the exam, which of course could sabotage your efforts on exam day. My recommendation would be, if you're having doubts like this during your studies or negative mindset issues, work with a mindset coach. I highly recommend Monica Dillon. She's on my channel. You can watch interviews with her, or perhaps look into meditation, hypnosis recordings, or maybe just even look for a bar prep mentor. I've even seen bar prep prayer groups, which I think is wonderful. So maybe you can look for one of those and join if that sounds appealing to you. So if the pressure of the whole exam just feels too much, then perhaps consider just taking one part. I have worked with plenty of students who have decided to just take one part at a time, and they have been very successful. And yes, I know that taking both parts at the same time can help you overall when one part has a higher score than the other part, and so forth. That's something to consider as well. But if all of this is simply too much, then do consider taking one part of the exam, because that would alleviate the pressure of studying for both at the same time. Either way, it is your awareness of what's going on with you before and during your bar prep studies or your bar prep journey that will help you decide what is ultimately best for you. For more resources, please visit mindoverlegalmatter.com or floridabarexamcoach.com. Bye for now.